Hey everybody, welcome back to Leosophy. I got three more questions and I'm going to jump right in. Question one. What's the point of beard oils? Highly recommend them, incidentally. Usually for like a $10 price, you can get like 3 to 6 months worth of beard oil. And here's the thing that's good about it. When you're first growing a beard out, it's very unpleasant. Like like growing it out period, like for me personally at least, like the 7 to 12 day mark, usually, it's very itchy. It's why a lot of people end up giving up and shaving it because they're like, oh, this is just too unpleasant. Well, by lubricating those hairs as they drive through your skin, you actually make it a lot less horrible. It's a lot more tolerable, in other words. Additionally, once it starts growing and it doesn't itch anymore, it keeps the hairs moisturized so that you can still wash it regularly and not have basically straw coming off your face. So it is recommended. It keeps the hair strong. It's like $10. It's much cheaper than a razor. So yeah. Let's see. Next question. What is the difference between a religion and a cult? That really deserves its own episode, but short answer, and then I'll at some point in the very near future I will make a full episode about this. But the short answer is cults deliberately hinder people's lives. Yeah, I can definitely explain that better than that. Things to look out for regarding a cult is, first of all, they try to separate you from people who aren't members. So you can't see relatives, you can't hang out with your old friends, etc. And there's a difference between hanging out with friends who encourage destructive behaviors and you can't hang out with your friends because they're not in our group. That's an indication of a cult. Another great example, I feel like I've done this before, an episode about this, is look at how the leader of said religion or cult behaves. If the rules don't apply, I totally have done this before. If the rules don't apply to the higher up the hierarchy. Great example, I think I used this in a previous video, no joke. Priests in the Catholic Church are to be celibate. Members of the congregation, lay people, are not. If it was the other way around, if the higher up you got, the more spiritual liberties you got, instead of the fewer, that's a strong indication that something's wrong. Why are the people at the bottom of the echelon of the hierarchy prevented from doing things that are permitted higher up? Hope that makes sense. Those are the two big red flags. Let's see. Next question. Again, I'll make a full video about it if I haven't already. And if I have, I'll try and link it in the description. Why are there... I'm getting real self-conscious about how dry my lips are. I'm a little dehydrated, guys. I've been doing a lot of outside stuff and I'm wore out. That's why I've got like that gross mouth that I'm very self-conscious about right now. Anyway, sorry. Last question. Why is there hemp oil and canna butter, but not pot tea? Okay, this one's pretty cut and dry. This one's pretty easy to answer. Both CBD, cannabidiol, and THC, tetrahydrocannabidiol, they are not water soluble. They are fat soluble. And so them being processed into an oil, oils are inherently hydrophobic, makes more sense. If you were to steep any kind of cannabis, whether it's cannabidiol or THC, it's not going to really filter out into the water. It's not going to, it's not like tea. Camellia sinensis, the stuff in the tea plant that we want, it's water soluble, so it goes out into the water. Caffeine, very water soluble. Theanine, water soluble. All those flavonoids, water soluble. Whereas with THC, it's not. So what you'd end up with is a whole bunch of the material you're trying to get still in the plant and virtually none in the water. So that's the reason. That's why people make canna butter and not canna water. So yeah, that's the deal. It is hydrophobic and it is not water soluble. Like, share, subscribe, keep asking questions. Bye.